What's up, humans, and welcome to a new Psicoactivo. This is a late Tuesday Psicoactivo, just before I do the interview with Kai Dickens from the telepathy tapes. Okay, so there was an emergency hearing where politicians from the New Jersey and New York area asked questions to the FBI top brass. And they were asking an FBI senior officer about the incursions that are happening because we saw yesterday that the governor of New Jersey said that when you look at them, they go dark, and everybody is really bewildered by what's going on.
Check this thing out. Anytime I try to zoom in with my camera all the way up to the drone, this is what I get. It has a round, like, shield around it. Fucking nuts. Well, right, that's zoomed in, 100, 208. And I'll show you the drone right now. Up in the sky. All the way over there.
Oh my gosh, bro, look at that, look at that. Yo, that's the closest one we've gotten so far. Yeah, the tree's blocking it. Oh bro, oh my gosh, look at that. They're four-way rectangular. Oh, it's got blurry, damn it. Oh, there you go.
Attention all southern-based aeromedical units. There are 5 to 7 drones flying at a high level over Hamilton. There are 5 to 7 drones flying at a high level over Hamilton. Use caution in the area. Sure. It's going to be north 3933.09, north 3933.09, west 7438.30, west 7438.30.
Great, thank you.
So they called for this emergency hearing. And I don't think that this worked in order to appease everybody's like sense of urgency that is taking place. Because by this point, pretty much everyone living in the area is a little scared because of what's happening. Because they don't know what these are. The FBI doesn't know what these are. They keep saying they're drones, but they have no idea who's handling them and where they come from or what type of power do they operate with. Nothing. So let's take a look at the clips from today's hearing and another clip from the White House press secretary, where she confirms that President Joe Biden has been briefed on this already. Let's go clip by clip, yeah? Here's the first one.
What is going on in New Jersey?
So, sir, the FBI and our Newark field office, along with the state and local partners there, the Bureau is actively investigating the situation you mentioned, just the unexplained sighting of drone activity over that part of New Jersey, including proximity to sensitive sites and areas of concern. So we do not attribute that to an individual or a group yet. We're investigating, but I don't have an answer of who's responsible for that, of one or more people that are responsible for those drone flights. But we're actively investigating. What the Bureau has done to aid our state and local partners is what we generally do, enlist the help of the interagency, enlist the help of the public. There's a tip line there, that 1-800-CALL-FBI, tips.fbi, for information from the public that could help us resolve this. It is concerning.
Is the public at risk? Is public safety at risk? Are we concerned that there are nefarious intentions that could cause either national security or a public safety incident that would put Americans at risk?
There's nothing that is known that would
That's what I don't get.
lead me to say that.
They keep
but we
saying
just
they're
don't
not
know, and that's the
a
concerning part.
threat, but they don't know what they are. They don't know where they come from. That makes no sense to me. So let's go with the second clip. Shout out UAP James. Shout out to Red Panda Koala, who has been clipping a lot of stuff recently, and this one is worth watching. Here it is.
Regarding what happened in New York and New Jersey, these drones, unmanned aircrafts have also flown over my district. A number of constituents have seen them over a power plant in Brooklyn. They were coming over the Verrazano Bridge, and I will remind everyone or explain to everyone here that Verrazano Bridge connects Staten Island and Brooklyn, and on the Staten Island side you have Fort Wadsworth, which is a U.S. Coast Guard sector New York base, and then in the Brooklyn side, right on the other side of the Verrazano Bridge, you have Fort Hamilton, which is a U.S. Army installation. And so it is very concerning to me that we have these objects. We're not sure if they're drones or unmanned aircrafts, but they are flying over sensitive infrastructure and facilities. And the fact that we don't know what they are or who's behind them or what they're doing is very concerning to me, particularly in a post-Chinese spy balloon world. Okay, the fact that this administration allowed for a Chinese spy balloon to go across the country over multiple military installations is very concerning, and that we could potentially be having this happen again it's like astounding to me that this is even happening without any type of intervention. You say it's no known threat, but is there still a possibility of there being a threat? At the end of the day, that's what my constituents want to know.
Okay, and then we go back to UAP James and Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre.
Couple questions about drones. There have been repeated drone sightings in the Northeast, especially in New Jersey. These are not small drones, some of them pretty large. They're flying at low altitudes, they're flying in flocks. Has the president been briefed on this situation?
So we are certainly aware, the president is aware. So we're closely tracking the activity and coordinating closely with relevant agency, including DHS and FBI, to continue to investigate these incidents. Don't have anything beyond that to share. Obviously, this is something that DHS and FBI are tracking very, very closely, and so I would have to refer you to them directly, but aware. Keeping an eye out and looking into the incidents that you just mentioned.
Couple still though, but yeah. Has the federal government ruled out that these are controlled by foreign entities?
Yeah.
And do you know if they're conducting surveillance over these areas?
I cannot make any kind of predictions or comments about that specifically from here. This is something that DHS is looking at and FBI, so I would have to refer you to them. I don't have anything beyond that. We're tracking this very closely. Obviously, we're all aware of the incidents that have been reported. I'm not going to go into what they could be or could not be from here. That is something that obviously is being looked at as those respective agencies that I mentioned.
When was the president briefed on this?
I don't have a timeline, but he certainly has been made aware of this.
And the New Jersey governor said, you know, it's frustrating that there aren't answers about where these are coming from, that people are very concerned about this. What's the White House message to the people up there who are frustrated that there isn't any information right now?
And obviously, we hear them and we understand that. We are closely tracking this. We are monitoring the incidents that have been put forward and certainly made public. And we have two agencies that I've already mentioned that are looking into this, working closely with folks on the ground, trying to get to the bottom of it. I don't have anything more to share beyond that.
Okay. And finally, we're going to this clip, which is the most interesting to me, but it does tie up to something that I've been doing for a while now, at least the last month. Congressman Smith from New Jersey talks about some accounts that he got from service.
And I'm very concerned that we're missing something here. I've raised the issue, as has my colleagues, Valiatakis and others, in New Jersey and New York about these drone sightings. So last night I was on the beach in Island State Park in Ocean County with the sheriff. He has been working it every single night. He's got his own tethered drones chronicling one of his officers 2 nights ago saw 50 drones come in off the ocean right there. So we thought maybe they'll replicate it. They didn't, but we thought it was a possibility. Last night, we had a number of other people there, including a commanding officer from the Coast Guard, who said that one of their 47-foot motor lifeboats was followed by between 12 and 30 of these drones as they went through the water, followed right behind them. And I said, what's the rules of engagement? I mean, you do it if you're fighting against a narco trafficker or something. And they said, we don't know, we don't have any. So I did reach out to the commanding officer at the Joint Base, which is also in my district, and talked to him, had a very good conversation, Colonel Anthony Smith, Joint Base Fort Dix McGuire, the 87th Air Wing, Air Base Wing today. And I said, I know you have the capability, you've put out press releases, to identify and bring down drones. Why can't you deploy them, at least to the ocean? Bring one of these down, find out who's doing it. They have the capability. He said, we don't have the authority, only within the parameters of our base. Well, there's a national interest here. Our jets fly over the ocean all the time for training, so that perimeter is larger. So I did write Secretary Lloyd Austin asking that capability that may be sitting in a closet somewhere, I know they use it all the time, but bring it out. And I'm not saying you got to share it with the sheriffs. It'd be nice. Just do it yourself. The interest of the American public. So I would ask if you would echo that request. I mean, DOD's got the capability, and maybe Homeland Security does as well. When we had a Zoom meeting with Secretary Mayorkas, our governor put it together, and I appreciated that. But I asked them, why can't we just track where they go to?
What do you mean you don't know the rules of engagement? And 50 of them coming out of the ocean or from the ocean. If you guys remember, I went to Ensenada to interview Guadalupe Island fishermen. And last week, one of those fishermen contacted me and told me there was a lot of activity at around the area. A lot of lights going in and out of the water. And now, when I spoke to Miss Olivia with David, they told me that one of the possibilities was that these maybe come from the ocean because nobody has managed to find out where these come from or where they go after they finish their rounds. Now, this Congressman Smith is telling us that people who are like qualified to be in the ocean have told him that many of these drones are coming from there. What does that mean? I ask. Does it mean that the US has some kind of facility in the ocean where they store these drones, or maybe a private company, or maybe something else? So I would like to hear your thoughts on this. And I want to hear your thoughts on the overall thoughts on how this hearing went and what do you expect from the government moving forward? Because they do seem interested to find out what's going on, but it is really alarming to hear one of the FBI's top people saying they're not a threat, but we don't know what they are. That makes absolutely no sense to me. I would try to talk with someone from the CIA. They might know what these are. Actually, I would bet some money they know what these are. So someone asked them. That'd be cool. So yeah, this is my video for today. I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think about this impromptu hearing? What do you think about the FBI's statements? Do they alarm you? Are you okay with it? Let me know everything. If you like the content you see, I'm going to ask you to please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and let me know everything in the comments. If you want to support the channel in any other way, there's a bunch of links in the description. Take your pick. Every help is always appreciated, so thank you. Without further ado, I'll see you guys tomorrow for Kai Dickens's interview on the telepathy tapes. Bye.